Today we're at Stay Dog Hotel, which boasts some posh amenities that rival even some of the best human hotels out there. Then we're gonna head over to Barker Behavior, where Brandy's gonna help me and Guinness hash out some of our issues. All that and more on this episode of The Urban Mutt. Today we're on the north side at Stay Dog Hotel, and even though it's kind of rainy out here, it's beautiful on the inside, so we'll have a good time anyways, right Guinness? Let's go. Good morning.
Hi, how can I help you?
Could you let Tatiana and Michael know I'm here?
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you. While we're waiting for them, talk a little bit about what they have here. As its name implies, Stay Dog Hotel is, first and foremost, a canine boarding facility with over 100 doggy suites available. However, in addition to its boarding services, Stay also offers a variety of perks for its patrons. Whether it's grooming, training, or an indoor swimming pool, there's plenty to keep your pet looking and feeling good. They even have a retail shop for all your pup's needs. Still, what really sets Stay apart is its well-designed layout, which apparently has a story behind it, as we learned from owner Michael Heltzer.
Originally it was a boatyard. It's the oldest boatyard in Chicago. I took it over about 15 years ago as a design business. I ran an architectural design facility here. And so when the design business was eventually sold, we were deciding what to do with the building. It's 40,000 square foot building, riverfront on the park. It was just too gorgeous, and I couldn't bear to let the developers build single family homes quite yet here. So I called Tatiana, who is my friend and groomer at the time for my dogs. And I said, Tat, what do you know about boarding and daycare? And she said, not much, but I'll call you back in a couple weeks.
Right.
And she did, and I said, from that point on, she sort of took the ball and ran with it, and I kind of guided the design side of it in the business model.
Because this turned out great. I could see why everything looks so nice. It makes sense now that I know the architectural design and stuff. These executive suites are typically used by people who are leaving for an extended amount of time and have a lot of extra amenities, including a webcam, so owners can keep tabs on their pets no matter where they are in the world.
Here at Stay Dog Hotel, we have webcams available for our customers where they can view their dogs while they're overseas, wherever they may be. As long as they have access to the internet, they can log on and view their dogs staying here in the suites. So that's available, and it's comforting knowing that they can keep an eye on their loved ones while they're here.
They could be anywhere and still have their little puppy right here. Correct. As long as they have a computer.
It's great. It's great. It's very comforting to them.
It's very cool, very interesting. Thoroughly impressed.
Thank you.
And if this is any indication, I can't wait to see the rest of the place. So let's go take a look. Coming up next, you can lead a dog to water, but will he swim? We'll find out when Guinness tests out Stay's huge indoor doggy pool. All right, this is probably the coolest thing I've ever seen. This is incredible. It's a resort spa pool for the dogs. And I understand that it's got a mega filtration system.
It does.
And then a really low level of chlorine?
Yeah, it does. We use a low level primarily because of the coat and the skin of the dog.
Right.
But it's, we had to do quite a bit of research to figure out what is the most balanced way to do this, because you offset some of the bacterial issues with some of the chlorine issues and whatnot. But the pool is 3 years in action right now, and truthfully, you could swim in it today.
What do you say, pup? What do you say, huh? Ready for your pool party day, huh? Ready? I'm ready, Chad. Let's do it. Before Guinness can get into the pool, a trained employee will fit him with a life jacket to make sure that he stays afloat, even if he stops paddling.
It's not like the beach. It takes a little bit of getting used to. To them, it's a hole with water in it.
Yeah, so he's like, wait a second, this isn't like running into the beach water.
Yeah, there isn't that gradual. But once they're in, you can see his tail's wagging.
Oh yeah, he loves the water. The pool is also used for rehabilitation. It's good for dogs who are having joint problems or going through some sort of muscular rehabilitation. It
takes about a minute or two for them to sort of get their bearings when they're in the water. And we'll swim a dog for up to 20 to 25 minutes depending on the health and age of the dog. Right. And 25 minutes in that pool is exhausting.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure it wipes them out.
I told you I have a dog that it takes 3 handlers to get him out because he'll try to bite you because he doesn't want to get out of the pool.
Right.
And he can easily spend 5 or 6 hours in the pool. In fact, he tries to break free from daycare, and if we ever lose him in the building because he's my dog and he's got sort of certain rights other dogs don't have, we'll come out and we'll say, "Where's Henry? Go look in the pool." And he'll come in here by himself and swim.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So he'll figure out a way to get in here through the door.
He knows every passage in this building.
Swimming around in the pool, as Michael tells me, is a great workout and can actually give the dog as much exercise in 20 minutes as he would get running around for an hour.
I think he's...
How was that?
There's a threshold of what they can take the first time if you want them back in.
Yeah, but he, I mean, he was happy once he got in there and he figured out, oh, nice. I needed to shower anyways, so that's cool. Once he figured out, you know,
he was safe.
You're just dropping him in there.
Yeah, he was safe. It's a question of security and comfort.
Then he was going around. Look, his tail's all wagging. I also want to take a look at the kennels over here.
Sure.
So if you don't mind, if you can get him dried up, and Michael and I go take a look at that, and then we'll come back and head over to Barker Behavior.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Hey, buddy. You ready?
The boarding area at Stay Hotel holds over 100 individual suites. Usually the dogs are only in this area to rest and eat, and spend the majority of their stay playing upstairs. There's different levels, I'm assuming. These are a different level.
Yeah, they're 2 different sizes. Actually, some are deluxes and some of them are standards. The deluxes are a little bit larger. Some of them have views. This one has a view out to the river and the park. But to tell you the truth, most dogs are comfortable in any one of these sizes. The standards are great, and our standards are much bigger than most other accommodations. Right.
I can tell right now that this is.
And they have nice rest benches in all of them, little bed cots so that they're up off the floor.
But then in between, you have the curtains so they can't see right into each other's
And then the curtains are obviously retractable, so when we clean, we're able to clean around everything.
Very cool. Well, with my tour of the boarding area complete, I now head upstairs to speak with Tatiana, who's going to show me the spacious play area that Stay's canine guests enjoy. So here we are in this enormous room that's actually the daycare center for Stay Hotel.
Correct.
Which it's huge.
It's huge. It's about 12,000 square feet in size.
Really?
And the room we actually separate in 3 spaces. We're standing in the medium-sized group, and that means medium-sized dogs, medium energy. On that side, we have large breeds, higher energy dogs. And all the way in the back, we have what we call the puppy area. It's a much smaller area, and we play dogs that are low energy and elder dogs as well that get along with, you know, puppies.
Because the puppies and older dogs, they play together about the same.
That's
Is that right?
correct. They have the same level of energy.
Now typically this place is filled with tons of running, jumping, and playing dogs. But in order for us to get a good inside look, we had to wait till everybody cleared out. So today, it's just me and Guinness running around. Besides the, you know, managing, which you do, all of this stuff, you do a little rescuing too, is that right?
Yes, I do. We like to find really good homes for dogs in need. Basically, what we do is whenever we have a person come to us who needs to rehome an animal, or simply we just find a stray, we take that dog in, we vaccinate them, we get them spayed or neutered, and we find a really good home for them. And
really?
It's something that really I enjoy doing, and it keeps me busy. So.
And you have 4 dogs of your own, so...
Yes, 3 of them are rescue dogs.
I was going to say, some of the ones you're like, oh, I can't part with this dog, it's mine.
It's really hard not to say no, yes.
You're like me, that's why I ended up with 3 dogs for the same exact reason.
Yeah, I've been doing this for many, many years, even when I lived back home. In Colombia, I used to rescue a lot of stray animals.
Really?
And to me, this is my life.
So now you found a way to bring it to a whole nother level and not only help dogs out, but do great things for other people's dogs. Now, is there any kind of training involved with the dogs once you get them? Do you have a behaviorist look at them at all? Yes, actually, Brandy Barker, our trainer, in-house trainer, she'll assess the dog and she'll give us some tips or train the dog herself. Gotcha. Yeah. Speaking of Brandy, I'm of course going to go down and see her right now, so I'll be sure to tell her that she's doing a great job even with the rescue dogs. Coming up next, Guinness and I get a lesson in doggy etiquette from behavioral specialist Brandy Barker. So don't go anywhere, we'll be right back.